All right, so today we're going to dive into something pretty unique. It's an event that mixes faith, finance, and the future all into one. Now, you might hear business boot camp and think you know what to expect, but this one, it has a totally different mission. So let's take a look at the blueprint they've created for a whole new kind of enterprise. And here's where it all begins. Breaking poverty, building provision, creating generational freedom. I mean, that's not your typical corporate mission statement, right? It's huge, it's ambitious, and it's really the core promise of this whole thing, the Inheritance Builders Bootcamp. We're not talking about just profit margins here. This is a vision for changing lives, and not just for today, but for generations to come. So, okay, that sounds great, but how? I mean, how do you actually take a powerful statement like that and make it real? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Well, this one-day boot camp in London says it has the answer. It claims to have a practical blueprint to turn these big ideas into actual, tangible results. Let's walk through it together. Okay, first things first. What exactly is this event? To really get what they're all about, we have to look at how it's structured. Because trust me, this is not your average business boot camp. So what are we looking at? Well, it's a one-day Christian business gathering, right in London. And get this, it's free. That right there tells you a lot, doesn't it? It's all about making it accessible. The day itself is packed with practical stuff. But there's this huge emphasis on something they call biblical stewardship. Basically, the idea is that you're managing resources not just for yourself, but kind of like a trustee for the good of the whole community. And they're really clear about who this is for. Bold believers ready to take action. So it's not just about thinking or believing, it's about building something. All right, now to really understand what's driving all of this, we need to dig into their core philosophy. And believe it or not, it all comes down to how they define one single word: inheritance. It's about way more than just money. And that keyword is nakhala. It's a scriptural term. See, nakhala isn't just about the stuff you leave behind for your kids. It's about legacy, it's about stewardship, it's about faith and responsibility. It's this whole big picture idea that goes way, way beyond just what's in your bank account. And this chart just lays it out so clearly. On one side, you've got your standard view of wealth, right? It's all about accumulating more, what's in it for me, and making a quick buck. But then you have the Nachalam model, and it just flips that whole idea on its head. Instead of accumulation, it's stewardship. Instead of just your own benefit, it's about empowering others. You can see how a shift like that would change, well, everything. How you invest, who you bring onto your team, what you do with your profits. The question changes from what can I get to what can I build for others? So that's the big, powerful idea behind it all. But you might be thinking, okay, that's a nice philosophy, but how do you actually do that? Good question. Let's look at how the Bootcamp is designed to put all this into practice. This is the blueprint for the day. You know, they've really thought through the whole experience for attendees. It's not random at all. First, you gain insights from experts. Then, and this is cool, you hear real stories, testimonies from Christian investors who are already out there doing this stuff. After that, it's all about networking with purpose, connecting with people who share these values. And finally, you get to explore a live exhibition of what they call kingdom-focused companies. It's a really clear path. Learn, get inspired, connect, and then see it in action, all in one day. And when you look at what they're actually teaching, it's a really interesting mix. You've got the practical, hard-nosed business topics you'd expect, property investment, business growth, innovation. But woven through every single one of those is the bigger picture: wealth building and biblical stewardship. It's not like there's separate topics. They're totally integrated. It's both at the same time. An event like this is really all about the people, the community. So who are these builders anyway? Who actually shows up to this thing? Well, the numbers are pretty impressive. They're expecting between 500 and 700 visitors. Now think about that. That is a huge concentration of entrepreneurs and investors, all in one room, all there for the same reason. That's powerful. And the exhibition hall, that's where you really see these principles come to life. The companies exhibiting there aren't just trying to sell you something. They are living, breathing examples of businesses built on the exact philosophy the Bootcamp is teaching. It's where faith and enterprise really do meet. And let me tell you, some of these exhibitors are absolutely fascinating. You've got a company called Ocean Quest using AI and drones for environmental cleanup.
Then there's JCP Holdings, which focuses on ethical property and sustainable resources. And this one's wild. Good Earth Dairy is turning Australia's wild camel population into a source of nutrition. I mean, these are seriously ambitious, global-minded companies that are using business as a tool to make a real positive impact.
So this really brings us to the ultimate goal, right? Because all of this, the talks, the networking, the businesses, it's all pointing towards something much, much bigger than just a one-day event. It's about creating a real global impact. And here's the bottom line, the crucial point. In this worldview, resources, money, talent, whatever, they aren't just for collecting and hoarding. They are tools. They're given to you for a purpose, and that purpose is defined by 3 key actions: to restore, to uplift, and to empower other people. Wealth stops being a noun and becomes a verb. It's an active force for doing good in the world. And this right here, this is the mission that ties everything together. The ultimate goal, the end game, is to equip and strengthen people so that they can flourish and then, in turn, go out and impact the world with the gospel. The business strategies, the financial advice, it's all just a means to a much larger, faith-driven end. So when you step back, what this blueprint really offers is one model for how you can blend your deepest personal values with your professional ambitions. And it kind of leaves you with a big question, doesn't it? What does the future of values-aligned business actually look like? And maybe more importantly, what other blueprints are out there just waiting for someone to draw them up? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me.